If you're married, you probably already know this because your wife has told you 100 times. But we men are definitely not the smarter gender. We do stupid things constantly that go against our better judgment. Like me, for instance. Today, I got a hankering to go fishing. You like that word, hankering? And I really shouldn't. Although it's March and the azaleas are in full bloom, it feels like October, maybe November. We had a cold front come through last night. It's really beautiful out here. It's beautiful for everything but fishing. This is not a great fishing day, not great fishing weather, but I've got a little bit of time and I'm definitely gonna get on the water. So here's my plan. There's a lake very close to my house called Lake Pontchartrain. I got maybe a 5-10 minute car ride and I'll be able to launch the boat. There's a shoreline where I'm gonna launch that's very protected on this hard northeast wind. So I'm just gonna make a very long drift and see if I can find any fish at all. Now, if you've seen my last 2 videos, you know I've been throwing topwater baits. That's what I'm planning on doing today. May throw some other baits as well, maybe some subsurface. But I just want to get some bites, that's it. I don't care what it is, speckled trout, redfish, whatever. Just want to get some blow-ups. The odds are not in my favor, definitely not. But I just got to get on the water. It's too pretty a day and I've got some time. So I'm going to go kill some time. See if I can catch some fish. Wish me luck. So this is definitely one of the prettiest places to launch in all of South Louisiana. I mean, look at this place, it's just beautiful. All right, so my goal today is to catch 1 fish. Very low bar, but I got tough conditions, but I just want to be outside today. It is just a fantastically beautiful day. I'm gonna enjoy this whether I catch anything or not. Believe me, I want to catch some fish though. If I strike out with the trout and reds, I think I can always come back in this little bayou here and try and catch a bass or 2. So that's my goal, 1 fish, see if I can do it. All right, so I've decided to start right here on a point that kind of juts out into Lake Pontchartrain. It's a big flat right here. It's about 3 or 4 feet deep. Make a quick drift through here. The wind's supposed to be northeast, but it really seems like it has a whole lot of north in it right now. So that means I'm gonna be casting into the sun, which isn't ideal, but the water clarity is really nice. Sometimes the water in here can get too clean. We had a southwest wind yesterday, so that added a little bit of stain to it, and that's what you really want. Believe me, you don't want stained water when you're throwing top waters, but you don't want gin clear, and sometimes this water can be gin clear. It's the prettiest water I've fished in weeks, but it just has a little bit of color to it, which is what I want. I'm gonna make a long drift and look for bait and grass. I am seeing little tufts of grass floating in the water, so that's a good sign. It means there's some grass nearby. But I really want to find some bait. I'll feel good about things if I can find some bait. Ooh, redfish! Redfish, I saw him hit it! Oh my goodness, second cast. Second cast, he came up and hit it right next to the boat. That didn't take long. Oh, look how pretty that guy is. That was awesome. That was worth getting out here for. I tell you what, that was phenomenal. I don't care if I don't catch another fish the rest of the day. That was worth the price of admission. Look how pretty that is in that green water. Man, is that beautiful. Second cast. Oh, he came off. He was barely hooked. Hopefully you got to see him on the GoPro. That was phenomenal. I was gonna let him go anyway, so actually it saved me from having to net him and get my hands all slimy. Look at that. I got part of his flesh on my hook. He earned his freedom. He just had 1 hook in his mouth, that was it. That's a good sign. That's encouraging. Don't have a whole lot of water right here. I'm gonna say 2.5 feet. It's really shallower than I like to fish. Okay, that wind's definitely shifting to the east. I'm kind of going into it now. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Might make a big run off to that next point and let that wind push me back. All right, so it's still early in the season. I definitely jumped the gun getting out here. I knew it would be tough today, but I still drew a strike from a fish, got it up next to the boat. Of course, I didn't get to touch it, but it's okay, I was gonna let him go anyway. But if you wanna come and do this, this shoreline is definitely gonna heat up as the spring moves along, that water gets warmer, and some more bait moves into the lake. And if you wanna fish all this, there are some cabins that are part of Fontainebleau State Park that are right here on the water. Great location. You fish from here to the east, working that whole shoreline, you're gonna run across some fish eventually, particularly later in the year. All right, so I'm back in very scenic Bayou Castine. Never ever fished in here before, but I know it holds some bass. Got a nice falling tide, which I really like. So I'm flipping a Zoom June bug red speed worm. Really deep in here. It's 12 feet out in the middle. Oh, there's a fish. Nice. Nice. Stay on. All right. Finally got to touch one. Not a bad fish. Let's look at that tail. You been spawning at all? No, doesn't look like it. Skinny fish. Figure it's a male. Love you. See ya. All right, mission accomplished. I set out to catch one fish and I caught two. Yes, I'm definitely counting that redfish. But I'll tell you this, I was very impressed with what I saw along that shoreline. It had everything we needed except for bait. But that is gonna happen without question over the next couple of weeks as things really warm up. There's gonna be a lot of bait along there. The grass is already there. The clear water's there. Of course, that could change day to day. But you get some calm conditions, that water is gonna be beautiful in there. That's a guarantee. All the grass is gonna filter it. So there are fish to be caught over there. Just need to get some bait in there. Just need to get some prey for those predators. I came back here and fished Bayou Castine for 10 minutes, caught a bass. So that's a definite fallback option when you come out here. All right, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and definitely subscribe to Marsh Man Masson on YouTube. But until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marsh Man Masson.